Hey Pisces, this is your March 2020 reading. So if you're a Pisces sun, rising or moon, it's a general reading, but it might resonate for you. If you're enjoying it, please make sure you subscribe to the channel, drop me a like or comment, and you can find more ways to connect with me at my website, romywyser.com.
Happy birthday Pisces, your season. So we're moving into March and we still have Mercury retrograde in your sign, helping you to really feel your way into the energy influences at the beginning of this month. We begin your reading with Alchemist or the Magician energy. I love this for you because I think that this is opening up all of those creative senses. It's giving you and affording you the time to really sit and consider what it is that you want to focus on right now. What matters? How can you harness this powerful spring energy that's coming into play to support you? You're feeling more like yourself, you're feeling more at ease with what is starting to show up, you're understanding the things that you want to change, you know that there's more adjustments to make, you want to redirect your energy and start to manifest things that feel more authentic to you. I think that you're going to enter into this month feeling much more inspired than you have for some time. There's definitely a need for you to, it's not like you need to reinvent the wheel, right? You already have so much of what you need. I don't feel like you're in a position where you have to go out seeking, right? Look around you. See where you've already made so much progress. Look at the gifts, the skills, the way that you perhaps began several different things or perhaps several different occasions over the last few weeks and months, because I think there's a revisiting energy that the retrograde is affording you, but you're coming back at it with a fresh perspective and a new understanding, and the fact that you've changed, so you're going to see it differently and you're going to want to use it differently, and that's going to really impact positively in terms of what you're doing in your work life, what you're doing in your home life, and in the key relationships for you. Really love the power and the inspiration that the Magician's going to inspire and bring forth for you as we begin this month. So Venus moves into the sign of Taurus on the 5th of March, activating your third house of communication. And again, that Magician, you know, the perfect energy to help you sell yourself, but also sell the things that are important to you. So if you are trying to present or to pitch or to launch or to set something in motion, if you are trying to talk to somebody about the way forward in a relationship, the energy of that Magician is really going to help you to put yourself in the best light and really reveal what it is that you have to offer and come from a place of confidence. And I think that's really important. Four of Cups is talking to me about the opportunities just round the corner, literally on the horizon. And perhaps, you know, for the first few weeks of 2020, it's felt to you a little bit difficult, a little bit clunky, hard to get a momentum moving, to feel the energies are flowing in the right direction. That's about to shift and change, okay? As we come into the 9th, we've got full moon in the sign of Virgo, which is 7th house for you. So a real focus around those important relationships in your life, Pisces, but also the energy of Virgo helping to kind of refocus your energy and attention, I want to say, reminding you that the details matter, reminding you that what's required right now is some consistency, some endurance, some self-belief, but also to allow the healing to come in where it's needed. It may well illuminate in some of those key relationships where there's still some work to do. And perhaps you could feel a little bit despondent about that, maybe thinking that you were further ahead than actually what you are, and perhaps feeling under the energy of that moon, where does it leave me now? But know that that Magician energy is actually giving you the wherewithal and the creative solutions to be able to figure this out way more quickly than you expect, right? Once we come past that full moon, Mercury then moves direct back into your sign in Pisces after it dipped into Aquarius between the 4th and the 9th. And what does that deliver? A real boost of courage and confidence. A little bit of fire with Queen of Wands energy coming in there. Again, reminding me that you have this creativity, you have an outlook that's going to help you to see a different way forward, okay? If you have a Leo, Aries or Sagittarius energy, perhaps you have been waiting, feeling a little bit despondent about perhaps the way that they haven't shown up, or the way that they have shown up and you just not feeling like you were really on the same page. I think that full moon in Virgo is going to help to set something straight. It's going to give you the opportunity to communicate more freely once we come into Mercury moving into your sign. And then as we hit that 20th with the sun moving into Aries and the equinox, there's a time for rebalancing, okay? So whether this fire sign is showing up as male or female, or representing somebody that perhaps you felt like you've had some trouble or challenging path to navigate of late, what I'm seeing is solutions and opportunities coming around to offer more balance coming in. I do have a little bit of frustration that seems to be coming up for you, Pisces, with regards to this. And I want to say, like, try not let this like impact your own peace. You know, try to prioritize your peace. I feel like you've come through so much. There's been so much growth and understanding that you've taken from the last few weeks. Knowing what you now know, this is the opportunity that you're being afforded to act, to think and to speak differently, okay? We have an opportunity to come together in a more meaningful way, and actually the communication is flowing, it is open, and it is asking you to actually look at the best possible outcome right now. Don't be tricked into thinking negatively or fearing the worst. It's not going to serve you at the moment. We have a big shift in the planets when Saturn is coming out of Capricorn, moving into the sign of Aquarius on the 22nd of March. It's in your 12th house, which means that there's going to be a lot of work getting done behind the scenes. You know, some things are going to be wrapped up. There's going to be some completions of cycles, perhaps to do with the way that you're interacting with different friendships and social circles. And the way that you are using technology in your life, perhaps in the way that you're using it in your business. I think some of you will be making some profound changes as that transit comes in, and you'll start to get an indication this month of where the themes are going to be directing you towards. But certainly for me, this Three of Pentacles is a wonderful reminder that when we allow ourselves to refocus and channel energy into the things that matter, we can create very quickly powerful new creative projects, ideas, ways forward. I do think you are going to be open to seeing how other people can support you and working with others, and I think that that is something that, if you allow it, can really also open up some new doorways coming in. So perhaps where you felt a little bit stuck, or that you've maybe hit a wall, or you feel like you can't take something any further, I feel like I've got help coming in through this month of March to show you another way forward, or there's some kind of support coming in. Because we have Aries season coming forth in your second house of resources, there's also an indication here that I think from a financial stability perspective, there could be some opportunities that present themselves this month that are gonna be supportive and help you. I think you are also looking at how you can do things differently. You are going to have a bit of a focus around where the changes within yourself, that confidence, that sense of self-worth is ready to be shown, and what your net worth is coming up against. But again, this element of groups, friendships, support coming in, something to celebrate after feeling a little bit downhearted or dejected or despondent. So, you know, it's almost like maybe you can't quite see the wood for the trees yet, but I think that equinox rebalancing energy is going to help to revitalize you and bring something in that's going to give you something to celebrate and look forward to, Pisces. And it may be that, you know, it comes in the form of a different guise than what you expected, or perhaps initially what your heart was looking for, but I don't think you're going to be disappointed. I love Two of Wands coming in because there's just a reprioritization happening in your world. And I think for me, what's happening this month for you Pisces is that you're looking around what's in front of you. You're deciding, you know, to make the best of everything that you have, and then you're going to start to use it and work it, and really utilize the best of you. And so that combination is quite powerful. And so there's perhaps going to have been a situation, you know, maybe at the start of this year that you're still working through that has left you feeling like really a bit down and out or disappointed or unfulfilled. But this is the month where I just see you refocusing your efforts and your energy and just becoming a little bit more hopeful and expectant and ready to just say, do you know what, I need to move forward. I think that's probably the theme that I feel is going to be coming out really strongly right through this month of March for you. It's just this readiness, and obviously in your solar returns you're going to get that beautiful boost of renewal to just say, okay, you know, it is what it is, I am where I am, but now I just need to look at what I have, be grateful and appreciative for what's here, and absolutely make it work for me. And you are going to make it work for you. What's going to happen is you're going to have the opportunity for a complete rebirth from that. And I think in many ways, for many of you, it will be the making of you, because I think something might come in that is going to surprise you, but could never have happened without the transformation that's taken place. There's also a lot of forgiveness that I sense coming up. So there's some beautiful healing energies that I think the retrograde has helped you to tap into and allow to flow more fully towards you. But for me, I think you'll also be making some key decisions for those of you focused around work and career about where you really want to prioritize. I think you could be making quite a big shift or have a change of heart over something. And perhaps that's because there's some influence or outside thinking that comes in to just generate or activate like different ideas. I think that's going to be really positive for you, okay? With relationships, I think that you will have the opportunity to find more balance through this month of March. For some of you, you may well come to a final firm conclusion after feeling like what was being delivered just wasn't good enough, and perhaps this is the time to move away, or certainly to let go of a repetitive cycle that no longer serves you. Sometimes we have to let something go to allow it to come back to us, and that can be difficult if we still feel powerful sense of attachment. But this is about you also recognizing how you can prioritize your peace moving forward. And so if a situation keeps showing itself in the same way over and over and over again, you really have no more to learn from that. It's just a comfort blanket that is no longer even serving you in any way. And I do think you're going to be much more decisive than you have for a long time this month of March, Pisces, to really put an end to the things in your life that just represent energy that just doesn't offer you anything. It doesn't bring anything to the table. You don't have time for that anymore. You know, you're moving forward. Moon energy coming in, I love for you, of course, this is your card. I feel in one regard you could still be feeling a little bit unsure or confused about the behavior of another person through this month of March. And I think it's important that you don't let that derail your progress or your focus. But I also think that you're stepping into that beautiful moon energy to really unlock something within yourself and understand intuitively what's coming next. Even if you, because for me it's almost like you are going to get a sense of what's coming in with this Four of Cups, even if you're not being shown the physical manifestation of it yet. Both the Magician and the Queen of Wands working for you, that Two of Wands energy coming in, like everything is starting to come together, but the moon is perhaps asking you to kind of dig deeper and have a little bit more faith in what is unseen right now, is what I want to say, okay? But that also requires you to have to be quite decisive about anything that's leading you away from the powerful energy that's building and wanting to help you with the growth, help you to realize something, help you to create something. Let's take a look and see what the Oracle card coming in for you is. Okay, card of bondage. So yeah, I feel perhaps this is what's going on in the root of the reading. So there's maybe a situation, a relationship, or a person that's still kind of under your skin a little bit, Pisces. And I think that you're making tremendous progress through this month of March, but you're going to keep being reminded at different points through the month until you really are seeing it clearly for your own eyes. There's a real sense of awakening to something, seeing the truth of something. And in that, perhaps you are going to need to have a sense of forgiving yourself, maybe because you've stayed too long in a situation, or you've had a thought pattern that's been active for much longer than you would have liked it to, that's held you back. It's held you back in your life or in a different area. This is the month when we start to see huge change taking place in that way, you know. Into Aries season, and your second house of self-worth is really going to support you with making those powerful decisions. So it's about, at each and every moment of this month, asking yourself, you know, where do I need to look with my eyes wide open? What is right in front of me right now, you know? And you will make some strong decisions based on that. She is the moon. Well, if there's a card that represents you, Pisces, it's this one, right? So beautiful sense of just feeling in flow, understanding that, you know, everything is in motion. These beautiful cycles that we move through always have something to teach us. I think that you are going to be guided very strongly in the subconscious through your dream state, through those hunches. You are going to be ahead of so many in understanding the direction of where the collective is moving. The wisdom that you're bringing to bear is going to be really important to situations. You're perhaps going to have an idea before, you know, if we look at the fact that we've got 7th house Virgo, so it's important relationships, right? I feel like you're going to be almost the one saying to that other person before they come to the awareness, you know, here's what I think is best for you, or here's where I think you're heading. So I think you'll get that heads up before they do, which might be kind of difficult for both you and them, but I think you need to trust in the direction that your guides are taking you, whatever that means, you know. But there's definitely, you know, a release of a certain stage, a moving away of a sense of something that's disappointed you in the past. We need to move beyond that. Yeah, a new start is coming. Beautiful. For me, this is about you, in certain instances, like taking a leap of faith as well, you know, understanding that things can look and feel really different. And even if some of the things on the vision plan that you have for yourself haven't shown up in the way that you expected them to, March feels like it's a bit of an energy of twists to the story, where all of a sudden you could find that some brand new dreams drop in from nowhere, and that they feel more powerful than anything you've ever experienced before. Perhaps some new connections showing up that are really going to indicate to you a different way, a healthier way, a better way. And it's really important that you listen. It's important that you listen to your own intuitive counsel, and not focus too much on what anyone else has to say, because you know best for you right now, Pisces, okay? I do want to say that if you are considering from a work or business perspective, entering into something, coming together, I do feel positive about it. I think collaborations are showing up really strong in your reading here, okay? I just want to say to you, be mindful about not losing the integrity of something, okay? Not losing the integrity of something. And I think that probably translates into relationships as well, Pisces. I think where you've become very clear about who you are and how you want to live your life and how you want to show up, you know, something may come along and look really attractive to you, but if it's going to cause you to have to sacrifice any of that understanding that you've come to and force you to make any kind of changes that would impact that sense of energetic integrity, I think intuitively you're going to know it's not going to be right for you, and it's going to take you back into a place of bondage. So that would be one of the things that I think you need to be very clear about in your own mind. So we're going to go ahead and pull some clarifying cards, Pisces. This is for the extended reading. If you'd like to join me, you can find the link for that in the description box below. We're going to speak for another 20 minutes and go deeper into this conversation, see what else comes out for you, what more messages we can deliver. So the Alchemist is bringing through the card of the Lovers. So again, could be a focus around relationships, could be a Gemini that you're also dealing with, that Magician, very mercurial in nature, often linked to the Gemini. So if it is, we also have a Virgo, card of Virgo with the Hermit here. So we'll explore that in the extended to see how that's impacting on relationships. Two of Pentacles coming in over the Queen of Wands, and I do think this is about you getting some real focus around your resources at the moment, seeing how you can start to improve the stability in your world, security. Four of Swords coming through with that Three of Pentacles. Five of Cups, okay. Four of Cups energy coming in again. I think many of you, perhaps are feeling that slight sense of emotional loss or despondency, and it's not, maybe that haze is not quite lifted from February, because that was quite a energetically confusing month. So Two of Swords. Where is it you're feeling conflicted, Pisces? We'll explore that a little bit more. Okay, King of Wands, Queen of Wands. So maybe this is a fire energy that is the root cause, or there's definitely someone that's in and around your life that has you feeling all over the place a little bit, Pisces. Okay, Ace of Pentacles coming in. There are so many beautiful brand new beginnings taking place in March for you. Page of Wands with Judgment. Lovely sense of liberation and release coming in. Seven of Wands with the Eight of Cups. I really think, you're turning away from someone or something. You're not interested. You've had enough. I think there is a point of like, I'm done. So that's going to show up for some of you this month of March. You'll be defiant with it. Unexpected blessings and opportunities coming in with that wheel. Also a sense of completion. We have Queen of Wands again with the Moon. Okay. Ace of Swords coming in with the bondage, and need to be truthful with oneself, but also with others through this month of March. Five of Wands. So perhaps some conflict and disagreement to come based on what I think you have to say and what your intuition is telling you. So perhaps not everybody's agreeing, but you need to stand strong and be resolute. Like I said, you know what's right for you. Six of Cups with the New Start. Okay, so there's some beautiful, sweet energy coming in, some tenderness. Okay, Pisces, if you would like to join me for the extended reading, I will continue this conversation to explore these messages in a little bit more detail. I also just want to say, if you have a specific question that you're looking for a key answer, I'm going to say to you, we will also explore that in the narrative, because I'm just going to pull a couple of cards here that are going to represent an answer to that key question that is on your mind right now, whether it be connected to relationships, to something going on in your home life or your work life. Have a fantastic birthday season. Thank you so much for joining me. I really look forward to connecting with you next month. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and drop me a like and a comment if the reading has resonated. Take good care. Bye for now.